Hello, welcome back to Sixth Science Academy, and today we are going to start a new topic of standard 9th, that is force and laws of motion. So let's start with the word force itself. That you must have learned the word force in your junior sections in standard 6 and 7 as well. That any push or pull on an object is what force, isn't it? My question is that if that is the force, okay, then that's good. I'm having one question, that what force can does. Force has a property that it can change the direction, motion or anything else, isn't it? In the previous chapter we studied about the motion, that if any body changes its position with respect to the time, then the object is said to be in motion. And the motion was of many types, isn't it? Linear motion, rectilinear motion, curvilinear motion, we have studied all of things, isn't it? My question is that, how do you keep things in motion? If I'll say that this is an object which is kept over here, you want to move this object, then you apply force into it and it gets moved from one position to another position. So that is what pushing. When you want to keep, if you want to bring it towards you, then you want to pull, isn't it? So push or pull can make the object in motion. So you are writing what? Push or pull. By doing the push or pull, you can make the things in what? Motion. Means the natural phenomena of pushing or pulling is called what? Force. If I say that is wrong, let me give you an example, that if you stop applying force onto that very object which I have used earlier, then you will say force is not acting on it, isn't it? Let's take an example and I'll prove it that what I am saying, that it is what totally wrong. Okay, let's assume that there is a carom board. Okay, there is a carom board, and you are using a striker from here. Okay, and this is the central position, like this. When you hit this striker with your finger, then what happened? It moves from here to here, then from here to here, and then from here to here, and then it gets gradually slows down and gets stopped, isn't it? So you will say, you applied the force onto it, you push that very striker, and that's why it comes into the motion and it goes on. But you can see, as it goes, it also gets gradually slows down. वो धीरे धीरे क्या हो जाता है? Slow down हो जाता है, isn't it? Now, remove this diagram and try to assume that what happened over here. Okay. Instead of using this again, I'll put some talcum powder into it. When you use a talcum powder over it, and again when you apply the force onto this very striker, then it will move more farther than it, isn't it? Then what comes into your mind? The same amount of force you applied in the previous one also, and then in this also. The twice that you have used the force was same, the pushing was the same, but before applying the talcum powder, it has moved through this distance only, but after the application of the talcum powder, it has moved through this distance, isn't it? Then what comes into the mind? That in the earlier one, when you applied the force into it by pushing it, then some force must be acting by the surface itself. The surface must be acting some force onto it that opposes the motion of that very striker, isn't it? But what happened to that very force when you apply the talcum powder? Isn't it? The question arises that, so when you will see this surface of that very carom board with your microscope, then you will find that you will see the surface like in the form of hills and valleys. In the form of what? Hills and valleys. कहीं पे ऊंचा कहीं पे नीचा आपको वो सरफेस आपको दिखेगा इसी तरीके से, isn't it? But after the application of the talcum powder, ये जितने भी valleys और hills थे वो सारे क्या हो गए? Filled up हो गए. अब जब वो filled up हो जाएगा तब वो कहीं पे इसके साथ वो entangled नहीं होगा, फंसेगा नहीं और वो आराम से मूव कर सकता है. Understood? So that was the thing. It doesn't let to the moving object, isn't it? So here we have proved that pushing or pulling is not the force. Okay. Then what is the force? Galileo Galilei stated that. वो एक साइंटिस्ट थे, he said that Galileo Galilei. He stated that if you will apply force on any object, then this object will keep on moving for lifetime. Right? Because you have to assume that all the surfaces is coated with the talcum powder. अगर आपका पूरा अर्थ एक ऐसा प्लेन सरफेस बना हुआ है जहाँ पे हिल्स और वैलीज ना हो और उस ऑब्जेक्ट पे अगर आप फोर्स अप्लाई कर देते हैं तब वो ऑब्जेक्ट कंटिन्यूअसली क्या करते रहेगा? मूव करते रहेगा. कब तक? जब तक कि उस पे कोई भी एक्सटर्नल फोर्स, बाहरी फोर्स ना यूज हो. और वो बाहरी फोर्स क्या हो सकता है? ये हिल्स वैलीज हो सकता है. मतलब वो एक रफ सरफेस हो सकता है जो कि उसको उसके मोशन को क्या करेगा? अपोज कर सकता है. अंडरस्टूड? गैलीलियो गैलीली के बारे में बात करते हैं, उन्होंने क्या बोला था? He stated that when you will put one ball onto this inclined plane or surface, then the ball will start rolling down and it will climb to the same height through which it has been thrown. जिस हाइट से उसे फेंका गया था, रोल डाउन करवाया गया था, वो उतना ही हाइट तक वो क्या करेगा? रोल डाउन करेगा, फिर वापस आएगा और फिर उसी हाइट तक वो पहुंचेगा. And it will continuously goes on. But the factor what should be there? That the factor should be is this surface should be totally inclined as well as none opposing. अभी तो वही वर्ड यूज करेंगे हम लोग, जो वो एक्चुअल है वर्ड वो हम लोग अभी यूज नहीं करने वाले हैं. तो यूज द ऑपोजिंग, ठीक है, जो कि अपोज करता है. ना इस पे क्या करना है? अगर आप इस सरफेस को इस तरीके से कर देंगे, मतलब इसकी हाइट को क्या कर देंगे? डिक्रीज कर देंगे. व्हेन यू विल डिक्रीज द हाइट और यहाँ से रोल डाउन करेंगे तो ये इसके ऊपर तक की हाइट तक पहुंच सकता है. Are you getting that? Because the same force is being applied over here, isn't it? अगर आप इसको यहाँ से रोल करवाएंगे, then it will move till here. ये यहीं तक मूव करेगा कंटिन्यूअसली. क्लियर है? और अगर आप इसको पूरी तरीके से प्लेन सरफेस कर देंगे इस तरीके से, then it will roll down. वो रोल डाउन करता चला जाएगा. अंडरस्टूड? सो गैलीलियो गैलीली ने बोला था, if any external force is not applied on any moving object, then the object will keep on moving continuously. So that was the first law of motion. वो क्या था हमारा? First law of motion था. याद रहे, the force is needed to start and stop the motion. ठीक है? Force is needed to start. जैसे आप लोगों ने स्टार्ट करा है, फोर्स पे आप अप्लाई करा टैरफ पे, एंड स्टॉप द मोशन. स्टॉप द मोशन पे क्या क्या हो जाएगा? जो धीरे धीरे क्या हो जाता है? स्लोज डाउन हो जाता है. तो वो उसके लिए भी यूज होता है टू स्टॉप द मोशन. ठीक है? फोर्स इज ऑल्सो यूज टू एक्सेलरेट. इट इज ऑल्सो यूज टू एक्सेलरेट. एक्सेलरेशन आप लोगों ने पढ़ा है, द रेट ऑफ एंगुलर velocity per unit time. So आप लोगों ने क्या समझा? We have studied अभी जो हम लोगों ने गैलीलियो गैलीली से सीखा वो ये सीखा that any things which is in a motion, जो कभी मोशन में रहेगा, they have the natural tendency. They have what? The natural tendency to stay in motion. Here they have the natural tendency to stay in motion. You don't need to keep pushing or pulling it. तो इसीलिए पुश और पुल क्या हो गए? लाइक मैंने मान लेते अगर यहाँ पर हम एक चेयर रखते हैं तो उसको हम जब तक पुश करते हैं वो तब तक पुश होता है, और जब तक उसको पुल करते हैं तब तक पुल होता है, और वो जब छोड़ देते तो वो स्टेशनरी हो जाता है। समझ में आ रहा है? लेकिन क्या ये बात है? ये वो चीज गलत होती है। अंडरस्टूड? तो लेट्स राइट दैट things in a motion have a natural tendency to stay in motion it doesn't need any further push or pull. To be in motion. तो अगर आप ये बोलेंगे तो सर यहाँ पे कैरम वाला तो आप लोगों ने बता दिया कि अगर आपने एक बार स्ट्राइकर से स्ट्राइक करा तो वो जिंदगी भर मूव करते रहेगा, लेकिन ये चेयर को हम जब तक पुश कर रहे हैं वो तभी तक पुश क्यों हो रहा है? तो आपका आंसर क्या होना चाहिए? सरफेस इज अ फैक्टर। सरफेस क्या प्रोवाइड करवा रहा है उसको? हिल्स एंड वैलीज। तो अगर उस सरफेस पे हिल्स और वैलीज पे अगर वो ओवरकम कर जाता है वो मोशन ऑफ दैट वेरी बॉडी तो वो कभी भी रुकेगा। अंडरस्टूड? क्लियर है? सो दैट वाज फर्स्ट लॉ ऑफ मोशन। तो फर्स्ट लॉ में आप ये भी बोल सकते हैं every body wants to be in the state of rest until and unless any external force is being applied into it, isn't it? First law of motion. Every body wants to be in the state of rest or motion until and unless any external force is applied into it. So that was the first law of motion. Clear? This we will discuss later on. Okay, we have to give many of the applications of this, but right now we have to discuss many more things, especially about the force. That what force can do, what force can't. Because the first question was that only, that how do you keep things in motion? आपका आंसर होएगा by applying force, or you will. I'll say yes, force is that, but if you define the force as that push or pull, then it is what? Wrong. Understood? Then what is the right answer for this? For the definition of force, you have to mention that force is a physical quantity in which causes or tends to cause the change in its motion, change in its direction, change in its shape, size. Understood? Suppose take an example, you are having a football over here. Okay, and when we kick the football, then it displays from one position to other position, isn't it? Then force is there. Suppose any striker, football striker has struck the ball and you strike that ball in a different direction. then you are changing the direction. Suppose any footballer gets very angry onto the football and he tries to de-shape that very football, then he is applying the force by changing its shape and size. That is one. Suppose the body is at a state of rest, by applying force on it, you are making that you are changing its state of rest to motion. Understood? So that is what force is all about. Let me write the definition also. I am not writing this, that force is needed to start and stop the motion and accelerates it. This is also a standard definition that you can write over there. You need to write that force, क्या दिख रहा है? Force is a physical quantity which causes or tends to cause change the state of rest, motion, direction, shape or size. Here I have used a word, that is what tends. Tends का मतलब होता है कोशिश करना, isn't it? Means if I am trying to push this green board, then I won't be able to push it. It doesn't mean that I didn't apply the force. ठीक है, मैंने तो force apply करा लेकिन ये displace हुआ नहीं हुआ, ये दो अलग अलग बातें हैं, isn't it? So that's why we are writing that tends to. मैंने कोशिश करा वो displace नहीं हुआ. So that's why you are supposed to it is must to write this word that tends to cause the change of state of rest, motion, direction or shape and size of the object. Clear? So you have got the things that what a force can do. Okay. Now moving ahead about the types of forces that we are going to study into this. Suppose in your school a tug of war match is there. A tug of war match is there. Okay. And the two school captains are trying to win by pulling that very rope towards it. Isn't it? You know this game. आप इस गेम को अच्छी तरह से समझते हैं. This is what tug of war. Let me give you one example. Suppose this boy is more fatter, more healthier, more stronger than this boy. Then this boy can will apply less force than this boy, isn't it? Then this boy will be able to apply more force, isn't it? Then he will pull this boy towards itself. वो उस बॉय को अपनी तरफ खींच लेगा. तो वैसे फोर्स पे जहां पे एक तरफ का अप्लाइड फोर्स ज्यादा होगा, वैसे फोर्सेस को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? अनबैलेंस्ड. That is called what? Unbalanced force. और अगर ये दोनों तरफ से बच्चा सेम वेग, सेम हेल्थ का रहेगा, और वो दोनों तरफ से फोर्स अगर F1 इज इक्वल टू F2, मतलब दोनों तरफ से फोर्स जो अप्लाइड हो रहा है वो अगर बराबर होगा तो वैसे फोर्सेस को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, बैलेंस्ड फोर्स। क्लियर? एक तरीके से और समझिए, लाइकवाइज देयर इज वन ब्रेक, ठीक है, और इधर से आप अप्लाई कर रहे हैं फोर्स 10 न्यूटन का, द फोर्स दैट इज बीइंग अप्लाइड 10 न्यूटन, और इधर से भी एप्लीकेशन ऑफ फोर्स जो है वो कितना है, 10 न्यूटन है। तो क्या ये इधर डिस्प्लेस होगा या इधर डिस्प्लेस होगा? किधर भी डिस्प्लेस नहीं होगा, इट विल स्टे इन दिस पोजीशन। वैसे फोर्स को क्या कहा जाता है, बैलेंस फोर्स। क्लियर? और जहां पे एप्लीकेशन ऑफ फोर्स ज्यादा होगा एज कंपेयर टू द अनदर फोर्स अप्लाइड, जैसे ये फोर्स अगर 10 न्यूटन अप्लाई कर रहा है, ये फोर्स अप्लाई कर रहा है 8 न्यूटन, तो इसका डिस्प्लेसमेंट किधर होगा, इट्स डिस्प्लेसमेंट वुड बी इन दिस डायरेक्शन। Are you getting the things? So that is what, this is what, unbalanced force. Clear? So what is the definition? The definition that is written, when two forces of equal magnitude but acting in opposite direction, then the force is said to be what, balanced force. Once again, when two forces of equal magnitude but acting in opposite direction on an object simultaneously, then the object continues in the state of rest or uniform motion, that is called balanced force. यहाँ पे ये भी बात बोला है कि simultaneously at the same time, मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने आज इधर से फोर्स लगाया, मेरे पास सेम ताकत है, आपके पास भी सेम ताकत है, लेकिन आज आपने फोर्स लगाया वो कल लगाया, तो ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता। या फिर आपने अभी लगाया वो दो सेकंड के बाद फोर्स लगाया, तो आपका डिस्प्लेसमेंट हो जाएगा, isn't it? अगर इसको और थोड़ा डीपली समझने की कोशिश करेंगे तो हमारे अर्थक्वेक जो अभी हाल में दिल्ली में आया है, वो भी अर्थक्वेक अनबैलेंस्ड फोर्स की वजह से ही होता है, या फिर किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट का डिस्प्लेसमेंट अनबैलेंस्ड फोर्स की वजह से ही होता है। लाइकवाइज अगर ये ऑब्जेक्ट यहाँ से इधर डिस्प्लेस हो रहा है, तो ये डिस्प्लेस क्यों हो रहा है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे ये जो सरफेस, अगर ये रफ सरफेस है, ये भी तो उसके ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में फोर्स अप्लाई कर रहा होगा, तो वो उस पे ओवरकम हो जाता है, मतलब उसके फोर्स के कंपेयर पे F1 का फोर्स, मतलब लगने वाला जो फोर्स है वो अगर ज्यादा है, तो वो फोर्स क्या करेगा, डिस्प्लेसमेंट उसके ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में होगा एंड इट विल बी गेट डिस्प्लेस्ड। अंडरस्टूड? सो दैट इज व्हाट, अनबैलेंस्ड फोर्स। अनबैलेंस्ड फोर्स में क्या होगा कि व्हेन टू अनइक्वल मैग्नीट्यूड of forces are acting on an object but in opposite direction simultaneously at the same time, then the state of rest will change to motion in the direction of the applied force. Understood? Okay, I guess I have to write the definition. I'm writing it. First, balance force. When two bodies of equal magnitude applies force on each other simultaneously in the opposite direction, then the body F1 then the body continues to be in the state of rest or motion. Such type of forces are known as balance force. Example, you can see F1 is equal to what? F2. Unbalanced force. When two bodies of unequal magnitude applies force on each other simultaneously, in the opposite direction, then the body changes its position, then the body changes its state of rest or motion in the direction of the applied force. In the direction of applied force. Such forces are known as unbalanced force. F1 is greater than F2. आप ऐसा लिख सकते हैं F2 is greater than F1. Clear है? So in this section of the video we have studied about that what do keeps the things in motion, what is the force, what are the types of forces, what the Galileo Galilei has stated. Okay, once again I am saying that Galileo Galilei has stated that every body wants to be in a state of rest until and unless an external force is being applied into it. So that's it for today. Thank you.